When it comes to making smartphones that's affordable and also gives you a lot for your money, we're talking flagship level of specs. Poco is one of the best in the game, and this is the Poco F7. It has 6,500 mAh battery, has one of the latest Snapdragon processor in there with big memory and storage to go with it, and it's just a cool looking device. As far as the design goes, it's available in black, white, silver, and this limited edition color here. As you can see, this is very reflective, and it will attract a lot of fingerprints. So this is something you'd have to end up wiping ever so often just to keep it nice and clean. But other than that, we have that clean Poco logo on the back. We have limited edition written on the back there as well. We have a 2-camera array and that Snapdragon logo on the back, just to highlight the partnership between Poco and Snapdragon in terms of providing all the processor chip for their devices. Up on the bottom, we have USB-C ports available with your speaker grill, and then on the side, we have the volume rocker there and power button available. So there's not much to it in terms of design, nice and clean. And on the other side, there's nothing there at all. Up top, we just get the microphone, and then that's pretty much it. We have a nice curved edge with this metallic finishing, just makes it look nice and premium. In terms of the camera, we have a 50 megapixel camera there, which is the main IMX882 f1.5 camera. And then we also have a 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And over on the front is a 20 megapixel front facing camera available for you selfie shooters out there. This is IP68 water industrial system rating. We have a dual speaker setup, and this weighs just 215.7 grams. So very close to like the Z Fold 7 if you've held one of those before. More on the display, we have 6.83 inch 1.5K AMOLED display. This is capable of 120 Hz refresh. It has 3,200 nits of peak brightness and 480 Hz of touch sampling. This is DCI-P3 certified as well, and we have the Corning Gorilla Glass 7i on the front, so that should be nice and resistance to scratches. It also has 3,840 Hz PWM dimming, so again, for those that care about those kind of numbers, it's all there right for you. So as far as designs go, it's nice and wide. I love the wide aspect ratio. It just looks really good as well. It's minimalist in many ways in terms of the buttons available on it. You got fingerprint sensor on the touchscreen as well. USB-C ports is there, and just really nice. On the back is good as well. My only qualms with it is just that touch fingerprint magnet on the back there, which means you're gonna have to keep wiping this thing, which can be quickly annoying. Going through the phone menu, very easy. So for example, on the main screen, it's just a use your slider across situation. You got gestures as well, so you can quickly go back to the previous screen and so on and so forth. So very easy to get on with straight away. We go into settings, and then we can see things like your about phone, the usual stuff. And then on here, we can see the operating system. So Xiaomi HyperOS is on there. You can quickly update it from that screen as well. And then we can scroll up and down to see other information like storage, Android version, and so on and so forth. You can see there, Poco F7. In display and brightness settings, this is where we can switch between dark mode and light mode if you prefer that. You've got advanced textures, you can switch that on if you wish to do so. You can change your font settings as well. All that's there for you. And then we go to refresh rate. This is where you can have your default, which is recommended for battery consumption. And then we get a custom as well. So if you want to set your own refresh rate, you can do that in here, which you can choose between 60 Hz and 120 Hz, depending on what you're doing. But I just recommend leaving that as default, because then it can select everything for you. So if you're gaming, it will optimize accordingly. And then when you're just doing regular browsing and scrolling, it will optimize accordingly for you as well. You got plenty of personalization options available, like always on display, lock style, wallpaper, fingerprint effects as well. So when you unlock and lock the phone, you can change the sort of effect that you get when you press your finger against the screen. In sound effects, you can change your Dolby settings. So you got Xiaomi Sound and Dolby Atmos. I'm very comfortable with Dolby Atmos, so I'll leave it as that. And then in graphic equalizer, you can also change it for different sound profiles. So you got things like rock, hip hop, pop, and so on. I'm actually surprised they have hip hop there, because most people don't include that in the sound profile settings. It's just usually pop and so on. So you can play with those sound effects and use which ones are suitable to your preference. But that's pretty much it here. You got battery options as well, so you can check your battery consumption levels and how it works and so on, and see what's taking up your battery. You can have a look at those settings and so on. So there's loads of different things there, digital wellbeing options there as well. So play around and see which ones you need to change to make sure your phone is just the way that you want it to be. In the camera, we can see the interface as well. So we have things like your 0.6 for ultra wide. We got 1x and also 2x to zoom in a bit further if you need to do so. You got on the bottom there, you got video, so you can go across again. You can shoot 4K videos at up to 60 frames per second, so you can see in the corner there. And then if you're going to across, you can shoot portrait photography as well, So again, all the basics are there for you to shoot photos to your preference. You got Pro mode as well, which allows you to shoot raw photos. So on the corner, you can change to JPEG or RAW in terms of what you want to shoot. And you can change resolution as well. So you can use the full 50 megapixel pixel binned image on the corner there if you want to do that. So loads of options there when it comes to photography and just content creation on the go. The photos taken on this came out really good as well. I took this out to Amsterdam or the Netherlands somewhere. And you can see there we get some really good shots, especially I was surprised by the skin tone level it was able to capture when it came to that front-facing camera. So you can see that even in non-portrait mode, it still looks really good as well. Close-up shots for macro. You can see there you get some really level of detail in your photos. Looks really good across the board, especially when the lighting is right. You get really good shots coming out of this camera here. Videos look great as well. So you can see there, it looks really nice and sharp. Loads of details in there as well. Even just panning across, just looks really good on the go. So again, you can use that to capture videos if you need to do so. So overall, really good impressions in terms of what it's capable of doing. The only time I had issues with it is low light imagery. So when it comes to taking photos in low light, it's not always the best. So you kind of have to either shoot it manually or just tap on the screen here and there just to adjust the exposure levels. But other than that though, I think the camera does a great job and overall experience. When it comes to gaming as well, no qualms at all thanks to that Snapdragon processor that's in there. It's running a 4nm Snapdragon 8S Gen 4, which runs pretty smoothly. When it comes to heating as well, it keeps that under control with the cooling system that's in there. So overall, I think this is a fantastic device. And this is going to cost around $449, which isn't too expensive in considering what you're getting for your money. So I think Poco have nailed it once again in creating a device that's affordable but giving you a lot for your money. So altogether with 6,500 mAh battery, 90 watts at hypercharge for supercharge, LPDDR5X and UFS 4.1 storage, so you can get up to 12 gigabytes RAM, up to 512 gigabytes of internal storage, and it can even offer you 22.5 watt reverse charging, which is incredible. What do you think though? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any questions, drop them there as well. I hope this is helpful in terms of the review, and yeah, I shall see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.